sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors, standing water or high humidity, nasty odors, or dangerous mold. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
There's your weather extreme video for this Sunday, April the 24th. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and I thought this was going to be a short video this morning, but the atmosphere always has lots of interesting things for us, especially in the progressive pattern that we're in now. Let's go to the maps. This is the radar temperatures this morning, shortly after 6:30, showing a very comfortable low to mid 60s across. Well, really lower 60s across central Alabama, some 50s thrown in. Beautiful morning out at Talladega. The running of the Geico 500 today will be fabulous from a weather standpoint. Perhaps a little warm, but that's okay. We'll take it. SPC storm reports for yesterday. Some tornadoes there. Iowa up into the Dakotas and northwestern Minnesota. Interesting night in central Oklahoma. Watching some of the severe weather coverage there out of News 9, Coco, and Channel 4 out of Oklahoma City. Very photogenic storms, but fortunately didn't produce any tornadoes that we know of at this point. The SPC severe weather outlook for today shows a slight risk area there in the Great Lakes and a slight risk area in west central Texas with a large area of marginal severe weather risk. That's 1 out of 5 on the scale. There, in between the two, ahead of that frontal system. The system drops a little further to the south on day 2, which is Monday, and you see Alabama, though, doesn't figure into that as the system will sort of be running into high pressure as it gets into our area, and then by Tuesday, it's moved on out to the southeast. This is just a thunderstorm outlook here. The upper air pattern tells the story. Large ridge of high pressure over the eastern half of the country. Got a system there in the Dakotas. That's what caused the severe weather in the Plain States yesterday. As we go through time to Tuesday morning, you can see that system getting nearer to Alabama, weakening as it goes. So you would expect maybe showers and thunderstorms, and we'll see in a moment that's exactly the case. Then by next Saturday night, late around midnight, we see low pressure beginning to gather its hold across much of the country, and that means stormy and wet. And as we get into Thursday the 5th, more of the same, big upper low to our north. But we see lower pressures and heights here across the southeastern United States, and then yet another system out toward the end of the period on May the 10th. So let's look at the individual maps, the surface depictions from the GFS. First showing at noon today, low pressure there in northern Minnesota, including as it goes, and a cold front stretching through the Midwest back into the southern plain. Showers and thunderstorms along that. But here in Alabama, we're in a southerly flow pattern, warm, moist air moving up from the Gulf of Mexico, continuing to keep us bathed in humidity. Also dry today, so it should be a beautiful day out at Talladega with high temperatures in the lower to middle 80s in some spots. Here we go for Monday. The front is edging closer to Alabama. Some showers and thunderstorms beginning to move into the northwestern part of the state. Our clouds will begin to increase ahead of that front during the afternoon and evening hours. Then by midnight, Monday night, showers and thunderstorms become fairly widespread across Alabama, parts of Mississippi, back into Louisiana. Does not appear to have a strong thunderstorm or severe weather outlook at this time, as we saw from the SPC. Then by noon on Tuesday, that system is still around. The front running into that subtropical high pressure system, having a hard time getting through. And so we've got showers and thunderstorms still in the forecast here during the day on Tuesday. Now, those move out during the afternoon hours. They're gone by Tuesday night. And by midnight Tuesday night, we can see all the activity has moved into the mid-Atlantic states. Now, 24-hour rainfall totals, I guess 48-hour rainfall totals off the GFS. Decent, but not excessive, somewhere between a quarter to a half inch over areas to the northwest of I-59, areas to the southeast of that don't get quite as much, and that's okay. Thursday noon shows Alabama dry and warm, or at least warming. We'll be a little cooler on Wednesday, but Thursday we should be back up near 80 degrees. This map is from Wednesday and a little bit out of place there, but it does show a very nice day for Wednesday with high temperatures probably in the 70s. Then as we move toward Friday, we've got a few showers beginning to show up as a moisture advection pattern begins to increase from the southeast. Strong high pressure there over the mid-Atlantic states. And then by Saturday, next system is getting organized, but I think we have another dry day here, warm with high temperatures in the 80s. And then Sunday, or late Saturday night, that system begins to approach Alabama, and we'll see some rain and thunderstorms moving back into the forecast. Now, that system by Sunday afternoon has some cape to work with. So I think we'll be watching there for the chance of some stronger thunderstorms next Sunday, if that pattern does indeed hold. And then by Monday night, more rain still in the forecast as that front still hanging around in the area. And finally, it looks like a big push begins to move that out of here by Tuesday night, the 3rd, Wednesday, the 4th. And 72-hour rainfall totals from that system off the GFS show that south central Alabama may be the better beneficiary with some rainfall amounts between 1 and 2 inches. The northwestern part of the state generally along and northwest of I-59 coming in that 1/4 to 1/2 inch range. Looking out toward the end of the period on Monday the 9th, we still have activity going on. So you get the feeling that the first few days of May will be active from a rainfall and perhaps a thunderstorm standpoint across Alabama. And that's borne out by the longer ensembles for May, showing it to be a slightly wetter than normal month. This is the GFS ensemble showing that precipitation spread, generally between 1 and 2 inches expected across the area. The mean somewhere just short of 2 inches. The control right about 1 1/3 inches. And temperatures off the national blend of models show 68 on Monday or Tuesday. We'll have to watch that. I didn't think it would be quite that cool Tuesday, but the coolest day out of the bunch. Wednesday, 74 degrees. Then we're back in the 80s for the rest of the period. That's pretty much where we're going to be, I think, folks, as we head into the summer. We'll be talking warnings again tomorrow night on the Weather Brains podcast. We'll be talking with Kevin Laws from our office here in Birmingham and Dr. Stephen Breda from the National Weather Service. He's their alerts initiative lead, so he should have some interesting things to share with us on Weather Brains, the weekly netcast that's all about weather. Well, that's your weather video for this 24th of April. I'll have notes on the blog, of course, an update on the forecast coming up at noon. And any other things we need to let you know, you'll find it right there. But until next week, the same time, same channel, when I get to see you again, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.
Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Call Alabama Professional Services. Standing water or high humidity? Call APS. Nasty odors or dangerous mold? Call APS. Critters, bugs, or other pests? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.